Brilliant Russian Orientalist, highly experienced in studying the East, academicians Sergei Oldenburg and Pyotr Semyonov Tianshansky, Vasily Radlov and Vladimir Stasov were the ones who pioneered the Uzbekistan collection. Then at the turn of the 19th and 20th centuries, the Asian region, which had joined the Russian Empire not so long ago, was one of the least studied regions, unfamiliar to Europeans. By that time, the caravan routes of the Great Silk Road had been abandoned. Geographical remoteness made access difficult for researchers, but the leading ethnographic historians were also romantics, who understood how important it was to collect and preserve, I quote, an ethnic portrait of each nation to the fullest extent possible. Throughout the museum's history, many priceless pieces of applied art have been flown here from collectors and private individuals, as well as items that have been previously kept in palace collections. But the museum accomplished a real scientific feat, demanding tremendous dedication with its expeditions in the early 20th century, and the first one was to Central Asia. Imagine Uzbekistan of that period, unexplored, unstudied, even lacking railway communication. So the first museum expedition set off for Central Asia. The reason this area was chosen was that the ancient Uzbekistan territory, from Samarkand to Bukhara, from Tashkent to the Fergana Valley, had an unparalleled look. From the most ancient times, great cities and architectural monuments, handicraft centers and the major caravan roads converged here. Museum staff expert Samuel Dudin, an artist, master of documentary photography and Central Asian applied art, was appointed to head the first expedition. They had to take a roundabout route from St. Petersburg to Moscow, then by water to Astrakhan and the Caspian Sea. The railway ended in Samarkand, and they continued on by mail carts or on horseback. Samuel Dudin traveled hundreds of kilometers across deserts and fertile oases, visited remote mountain villages and towns, enduring all the hardships of the journey. And as a reward, the secrets of Uzbekistan's unique crafts opened up before him. A multitude of items of Eastern daily living, embroideries and fabrics, clothes and jewelry. Dudin intuitively treated the culture of this area with great respect, as evidenced by his photographs taken with great artistry. They authentically reveal the patriarchal lifestyle of that period and show an area that was still quite closed off at that time. A special arrangement was made by a mission, the Russian mission in Bukhara, with an emir who approved his travel. He kept moving. He made 3 expeditions, in 1900s and 1901 and 1902. He went there 3 times, and every time his expedition started either in Tashkent or in Samarkand. Here is the Zarafshan region. He brought the bulk of his collections from these areas. He brought a total of over 4,000 items. These included household items, a completely unique Suzani, a stunning collection of traditional folk silver from Uzbekistan. He brought astonishing items from Tajikistan, from the mountain regions. After Samuel Dudin's first trips, expeditions to Uzbekistan were resumed only in 1930s. But new works were still added to the museum collection from private collections, mainly expensive, prestigious items that were so beautiful and expressive that they became collector's items as early as the 19th century. The museum exposition gives a full picture of the decorative and applied arts and the way of life of the Uzbek people. Carefully reconstructed house interiors reflect with perfect accuracy both the furniture of the rooms with all necessary household items and an anthropological look at the people of their time. Even at its very beginning, the museum set up a mannequin workshop. The museum archive has a photograph of the first mannequins made in this workshop.